Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Todd Howard, you son of a bitch. You're gonna make me do it again. I get to walk into another store, head held high. Hi, I'd like to buy another copy of Skyrim. Okay. I'm cool with it. Ladies and gentlemen, in a plot twist, maybe not so much so, it's the 10th anniversary of Skyrim this year. Feel old yet? How much have you accomplished since Skyrim came out the first time? I'll tell you what, I'm still doing the same exact thing. Ladies and gentlemen, plot twist, Skyrim is getting a re-release, a next-gen update. There's a lot of information to go over and also a couple of question marks. Here we go again. Let's talk about Skyrim. One of the major building blocks to this channel, the true lifeblood that gave it its first kickstart to the heart, is here again. So, Bethesda's had themselves a good old time with some remasters lately. Quake's getting revitalized. That's out right now. We know Skyrim's coming. Fallout's sitting in its grave. It's cool. And Skyrim, it's no stranger to re-releases, to remasters. We had the launch edition, the legendary edition, the special edition, the Switch release. It came out on VR, Skyrim on Alexa, and here we are today. Skyrim anniversary. Todd wasn't kidding when he spit right in your face and went, "You want us to stop releasing Skyrim ports? Stop buying them." I mean, that's a chest out statement, right? He was like, "Go on, stop buying them, Matty." I'm like, "Hi, can I get my 6th copy?" So what is Skyrim Anniversary Edition? It's coming out November 11th, 2021, sharing the same release date of 10 years ago. This photo describes it, saying the following: winner of more than 200 Game of the Year awards, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim celebrates 10 years of adventuring in stunning detail. The Anniversary Edition includes a decade worth of content, the critically acclaimed core game, and add-ons of Skyrim Special Edition, which is the visuals, the expansions, plus over 500 unique pieces of content from Creation Club, such as quests, dungeons, bosses, weapons, spells. With creations and mods, there's a lot more to discover, and the 3 expansions that are included, which most of you are familiar with, I would imagine, are Dragonborn, Dawnguard, and Hearthfire. Hearthfire has probably lost its luster for everyone thanks to all of the crafting and stuff in Fallout 4, but when you take a look at the write-up from Bethesda Net, this is where people start to get confused. So I'll try to break it down to the best of my ability. Here's what they say. Finally, we have some exciting announcements for the game itself. Current and future owners of Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition on any platform, including Game Pass subscribers, will receive access to 3 free pieces of Creation Club content: Fishing, Survival Mode, which was one of the first ever released Creation Club content pieces, by the way, and even new quests with Saints and Seducers. Additionally, Skyrim Special Edition owners on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, as well as Game Pass subscribers on Xbox Series X and S, will receive a free upgrade to an enhanced version on November 11th for their respective PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S systems. There's categories to this. This is one of them, a free upgrade that you can get if you own Special Edition. That free upgrade and those pieces of content listed are just gifts and are separate from the Anniversary Edition that Todd is going to make you buy. So now, with that in mind, let's get into what you will be purchasing for a price that is currently unknown for both the upgrade as well as if it's a separate release on store shelves. We're also excited to announce, hence the wording also, as this is something separate, the most definitive version of Skyrim to date, the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition. In addition to the 3 free Creation Club items mentioned above, this version contains the full game, all 3 expansions, and over 500 pieces of unique content from Creation Club, including pre-existing and new quests, dungeons, bosses, weapons, spells, and more. Existing owners of Skyrim Special Edition and Game Pass subscribers will also receive the option to purchase Anniversary Edition's upgrade for their Special Edition version of the game to gain access to all the content found in Anniversary Edition. After 10 years, we can say with certainty that Skyrim's fans are what make the game shine and its anniversary worth celebrating. This coming November, we can't wait to revisit a modern classic and share the festivities with you, so don't miss out. Yes. I certainly won't, I guess, right? But for all of you out there, if you already own it, there will be a paid upgrade path. It's being handled a lot like how Ghost of Tsushima was with its PlayStation 5 Director's Cut upgrade. I have to say, I'm a little surprised by this because Xbox's whole upgrade mantra, this sort of clashes with that a little bit. We are getting a free next-gen upgrade, but it seems like Bethesda's putting a price tag on that Creation Club content. And this is something that I am going to be very curious as we start to get price tags and more information on the game, how the community receives this. Because for those who weren't around the Bethesda community, when Creation Club was announced, oh Lord, oh my God, consider yourself lucky you weren't there. It was this paid mod debacle. Everyone was like going at Bethesda. It was one of the most downvoted things they've ever done on their YouTube channel. Horrible reception. It could not have gone worse for them. And I feel bad for some of the very talented modders who help out with this program, because it's sort of like this little thing they do quietly now. But what's neat is for those modders is now their content is officially being rolled into the game. And if you've never messed around with Skyrim's Creation Club content, I don't mean this with any disrespect, but it will not blow your mind. These quest lines are not super long. These weapons aren't incredibly game-changing, but this can add some life to the game. This, in all fairness, would be for someone like myself who just can't help themselves. And you can call me a fanboy all you want, but I know I'm not alone on saying that I love Skyrim. I will gladly hop into Skyrim again to mess around with all these little things that I, by the way, never would have bought. Okay? That's the other thing. I never would have bought the Creation Club content. So for me, now I can see what it's all about. And that's fine with me. But I totally think once we see the price tag, this conversation could change real quick. So keep that in mind. Of course, that's where all the Skyrim talk ends. What begins afterwards is Fallout. Now, we know Fallout 4 has a Creation Club. So if they don't do some type of Fallout 4 special edition, I'd be a little surprised. But beyond that, what is happening? Quake gets a remaster. Oh, by the way, deserved. Okay, not saying any of these games don't deserve it, but Quake gets a remaster. We get another Skyrim edition. What is happening with Fallout? Do you guys hate this IP? Is there something wrong? Did it do something to you? Who hurt you? I gotta know, because Fallout 3 is sitting there so deserving. New Vegas is sitting there so deserving of just a little touch-up. And look how people have reacted already to Anniversary Edition. There is Creation Club content that really Bethesda didn't do much for, right? They helped curate the content, but they did not help make it. That was the work of the modders who have always kept the games alive. So it's kind of ironic in a way. But look how people are reacting to what is a small input of content and going, wait, I can go back to Skyrim, I can fish? Fishing's been added to the game? Okay. I like to fish. Let's do this. I think you can all agree with me here that the asking price for a Fallout remaster is so low. The bar to cross for Bethesda is so low. It's woefully low, right? We should be embarrassed for how little we're asking. 4K 60, please. New achievements and trophies, please. That's it. Thank you. We'll pay $60. That's all. That's all people want. I mean, yeah, I'll take more, right? Like, give me Creation Club, give me console mods. I'm hoping that would 100% be a part of the package, no matter what else they do. But people are asking for so little. And I know it's not an easy task, but it would print money. And Skyrim isn't the only popular game you've done. I say it with all due respect. Skyrim, once again, there is no game that brings me back in time more than this title. It makes me so nostalgic, not because of the way I love the game. That's separate. It brings me back to literally the building blocks of this channel in its most primitive state, where I was this high school kid who had no idea what he was going to do with his life. And that game came in and gave me a chance. There is a special love there. So it's no hate. It's just like, I have a lot of love for Fallout 2, which has done so much for me. And I know Fallout's done a lot for the audience out there on a personal level. And we're just Fallout fans. And I can't help but sit here and say in this same conversation, maybe it feels like a derail for some people, but there's got to be something. There has to be. I say this with no disrespect, but with Quake? Skyrim again? You're telling me Fallout just got to sit there? I don't know. Because I feel a next-gen edition would have been enough for Skyrim for its celebration. But they're selling it again. And you have to wonder, what are they doing with Fallout? 76 cannot be that weak in their eyes. It cannot be that weak of a game where if they release a Fallout 3 New Vegas remaster, that it would kill that game. It cannot look that weak in their eyes. I refuse to believe that, because it's got so many things going for it now, even if it's not the type of Fallout game I love. But to save myself from rambling any further, let's wrap it up here, and we'll see how information develops. You already know your boy's going to be on top of this game, because I was looking at the fall window. I'm like, all right, we got Halo, we got a couple of JRPGs. This is one of the more dry falls for my type of channel. But Skyrim's Anniversary Edition, it's a little bit of a boon, I gotta say. So I'm happy to see something more relevant to my content is getting some new additions, and we'll continue to cover it as this situation develops, and of course when we get into its release. So what are you thinking about Skyrim once again being sold to you? Let me know down below. Really curious on what your thoughts will be. And other than that, it's time for me to sign out. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll talk soon, all right? Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Those links are in the description down below. And a big thank you to all the patrons, all the members who continue to support the content here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.